Spider-Man's percent chances of beating DC characters. Let's do it. Nightwing, 100% chance. Although Nightwing is super skilled and smart fighter, he lacks the strength and durability required to compete with Spider-Man. Now, do I think Spider-Man wins this fight? Yes, more likely than not, Spider-Man's going to win the fight, but it isn't 100%. Like, I think people tend to upscale Spider-Man more than what he is. I think that Dick Grayson's battle IQ, as well as his speed and his armament, could get him like a 30 to 40% win ratio. I don't think it's going to be a 100% for Spider-Man. Especially seeing that Dick, since he was like 8, was dealing with individuals as powerful, as fast, as durable as Spider-Man. So it's not like he lacks experience dealing with someone like Parker. But I will admit Parker more than likely wins at a 70 to 60% ratio. Green Arrow, 90%. Obviously, Spider-Man, the spider is misspelled, is physically superior. What is that? Spite-It Man? Is physically superior in every way and much faster than Oliver's trick arrows, and skill could cause Spider-Man a few problems. I find it funny that Green Arrow apparently has a better chance than Nightwing does, even though Nightwing is faster, stronger, more durable, has better gear and tech, more skill, and better win cons. Like, Oliver does have trick arrows that would help him, but, I mean, just based off the 2 posts, but to my opinions, yeah, I don't think Oliver has got much of a chance against Spider-Man. I think he has maybe like an 80% chance, but at best. I think Oliver's battle IQ, unpredictability, and savviness, and ability to like pivot on a dime is tremendously helpful, along with, you know, I don't know, if you're allowing his full arsenal, what, a fucking Phantom Zone arrow, but in all likelihood, Spider-Man washes him. Captain Cold, 90%. Hold on, let me just move myself here. Whilst Captain Cold Freeze Ray is a serious weapon granting him AP that could defeat Spider-Man, it isn't something Spider-Man couldn't dodge, not to mention disarming with his webs, and Spider-Man outranks in every other category. Oh my, I'm gonna have to disagree with this. Because here's the thing about Captain Cold. His freeze gun isn't just a one-directional thing. It creates a zone of absolute zero, which means anything that goes within a zone slows down to absolute zero. It's the only way he's able to even tangle with the Flash. Bullets that are fired at him slow down and fall. So webs that are fired at him would slow down and fall. Actually, if Spider-Man got in close, he probably might freeze. Like, some people have gone up and tried to touch Captain Cold, and their hands just freeze off. So I think Cold has all of the win cons he needs to deal with Spider-Man. He doesn't even have to be faster than Spider-Man. That's the whole thing. Like, Cold is nowhere as fast as Flash, but he deals with Flash because of his zone of absolute zero. So I think this is more 50-50, actually leaning in favor of Captain Cold. If there was prep, then I would give it to Spider-Man more because Spider-Man's smarter and has a better battle IQ, but do not underestimate Captain Cold. Batman, 85% chance. While it's not as physically rival to Spider-Man, Batman's strategic intellect and array of gadgets give him a decent chance, but more likely or not, Spider-Man comes out on top. So my opinion on Batman versus Spider-Man is changing, growing, and evolving. The more I read Spider-Man and the more I look into his scaling, the more I kind of shift my opinion on this. Right now I have it as a 60-40 in favor of Spider-Man. I do believe that he is faster, stronger, and more durable, but I don't think his speed is that much faster than Bruce. Actually, if you compare speed feats, combat speed-wise, and they're not too far off from each other. I know Spider-Man fans don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Couple that with the fact that Bruce has better battle IQ, a tremendous amount of gear and tech and weaponry, better skill, and a bunch of X factors. To boot, you can make a really good argument for Batman. As of right now, I still give it to Parker, but it's like a 60-40 right now for me. Deathstroke, 85%. Although Deathstroke is enhanced, he still doesn't have the strength speed required to take Spider-Man down. But his strategic mind and array of weapons make him at least a threat, but nothing unique that villains like Kraven haven't shown before. I don't think the assessment is bad, but again, the percentage, I would do 60-40 in favor of Spider-Man. Similar to Batman and Nightwing, Spider-Man is not anything that Deathstroke hasn't dealt with before, especially in random encounters, have come out smelling like roses. I think his Prometheum armor, his Prometheum sword, the Deathstroke, along with his wide array of weaponry, skill, and fucking good speed, I think he gives Spider-Man a tremendous run for his money. I do think Batman's the better of the two between Deathstroke and Batman, so I can't really put Deathstroke above Batman in percentage, but yeah, I would say 60-40 Spider-Man. Bane, 80%. Bane has strength and AP needed to tussle with Spider-Man. Bane lacks the speed and versatility to beat Spider-Man. I don't know if he lacks the speed. If you look at Bane, Bane has a 10 times multiplier on his regular Venom for all stats. So speed, strength, durability, agility, all that stuff. Actually, some Venoms actually make him smarter, but we're not talking about that. So, like, if his speed is 10 times faster than that of Batman, like, he should have the speed to contend him. Also put this at 60-40 also because I think Batman just is better than Bane, and it's hard for me to really put, like, Bane over Batman. But yeah, I'll say 60-40, but the speed thing, right? I think we underestimate Bane's speed. He's been able to, like, also contend against people like Cheetah. And, I mean, Cheetah's pretty damn fast. Hawkman, 50%. Hawkman is, without a doubt, more skillful of the two and arguably stronger. Not to mention his connection with Nth Metal. Spider-Man's speed and experience will feathered beings. I think that's what you meant to say. Plus, his webbing and his spider bots make this a close matchup. So this is the thing that I think is wild. As a fan of Hawkman, a massive Hawkman stand, right? I love Hawkman. If you think Hawkman's 50% for Spider-Man, you gotta think that Deathstroke and Batman is like 60%, because Batman and Deathstroke just outclass Hawkman. Like, every encounter they have with him, they always, like, lay him out on his ass. And again, I love Hawkman, and the reasoning is good, but, like, he can't be at 50% and have them be lower. Like, they outclass Hawkman. Blue Beetle, 40%. Even though Blue Beetle dominates in the tech department, Spider-Man's superior intellect and experience, not to mention Spidey's superior strength and speed, make this close, but the hacks and the Scarab and the AP would lean in Blue Beetle's favor. I disagree. I think this is more like 80-20. Yeah, 80-20 for Blue Beetle. It's entirely possible that the AP that Spider-Man has is enough to knock out Blue Beetle, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Like, Blue Beetle's faster, he's stronger, he's more durable, his better hacks, the battle IQ that the Scarab gives him, like the ability to adjust and adapt on the fly. I don't think there's any category that Peter has that's going to be able to handle the Scarab. Black Manta, 15%. While Spider-Man is stronger and faster and has fought against armored foes in the past, Manta's skill and superior tech makes him a rough fight for Spider-Man. Again, like, Deathstroke outclasses Black Panther, right? Black Panther is great, but, like, he never wins against Aquaman. Like, Aquaman doesn't even really consider him a threat, even though they're, like, kind of arch rivals. Like, he's more like a psychological threat, if anything. But, like, yeah, I do believe that Black Manta wins more often than not. But surprisingly, I would say, like, Spider-Man's win ratio is maybe like 40-60, 45-55 in favor of Black Manta. But I think people have this perception because Black Manta's Aquaman's villain that he's a lot stronger than he is. And he is pretty damn strong, but he's not Arthur Curry level. Aquaman, 0%. Aquaman outclasses in almost every category, not to mention he's equipped with god-level weapon and his trident, and one fight with the Webster can't win. Yeah, it's 0%. Aquaman outclasses them all physicals. He's a better fighter, better battle IQ, better weapons, and the connection to the blue is over. Done. Pack it up, Parker. Go cuck for Mary Jane Watson. So those are my opinions. What's yours? Comment, Stitch Duet. I want to know.